In this video, we will focus on adding our student desks, computers, and chairs into the classroom. So these will be components that we download from the Autodesk libraries that came with our program to begin with. If you don't have these components, there will be another video where you can learn how to install them onto your computer. To do this, let's go to level 1 and select components. Place a component. And then what we'll do here is we will load a family. To understand where this might be saved, please look at the window here and then click out. So we want to add a table. So if we go to Furniture, Tables, and select Table End. As you can see, this is a very square table, but we can customize this table to look a lot like the desks that we have in our class. So what I'll do is I'll drop this table in here, hit Escape, and then I'm just going to click on it and hit Edit Type. So the height's okay, but I want the length to be 5 feet and the width to be 2 feet. So I'll hit OK. Now what I'll do next is I'll go to my 3D space, and you'll notice that these colors don't match our tables in the classroom. So I'll select the object, hit Edit Type, and under the Material subheading, I'll hit this. If I go to the filter button, I'll hit plastic. I'll right click on this to duplicate it. Just because it's a similar material. And now that I'm in here, I'll change the color to suit more of the color that we have in class. So I'll make it a little darker, hit OK, hit OK. And I'll actually apply this to both the top and the bottom. So that's this one here, OK, OK. There, now we have our tables. What I'll do next is I'll line up 2 computers and 2 chairs, and then I'll copy it around the room. So next thing would be going to Component, Load Family. You can hit this button to go back out one. Seating. And if you look at our chair options, you might not have it might not be able to view this way. So if you hit Views here and select Thumbnails, that's what I have on there. Right? You see, you might have something like this, but if you select Thumbnails, you can see all the different options. I'm going to select Stack Chair to import, and I'm just going to set it around here. And then I'll hit the Escape key and click on it again. Now what I'll do is I'll edit the type because I want to change the material to something more suitable in our class. So if I go to plastic again, I'll duplicate the PVC and name it blue, polyvinyl chloride, and change it to a bright blue. This one looks good here. Hit OK. Hit OK, blue polyvinyl chloride. If you go to our 3D view, you can see that it's a lot more like the chairs that we have in class. What I'll also do is I will mirror this chair to have 2 chairs. So under the Modify tab, you can actually mirror the chair about an axis. So I'll mirror it about that axis there. Now we have 2 and they're lined up with the table symmetrically. The next thing I'll do is I'll add in a computer. So if I go to Load Family, go back a folder, I'll select Flat Screen TV. I'll import this here. I actually want to be able to see, so if I right click on select the wall, right click, I can actually hide it, select the TV and hit the move button, select the base, there we go. Now it's actually lined up on there. But as you can see, this TV is massive. All right, it's too big. We will not be able to fit a second one right next to it. So if we select the component, go to Edit Type, and you can see there's a diagonal distance here. I want to try just 2 feet. Hit OK. Now you see it shrunk down. And if we mirror this, like we did with the chair, around the middle axis, now we have 2. As you can see, now we have 2 student workstations. In total, we can now copy this around the classroom to make it a lot easier. So we have 4 here and then 3 on each side. And it's just a little offset from the door. The easiest plan to do this in would be level 1. Click at the top left, drag while holding, and then release. Then use the move arrow to select the back of it. Maybe move it a little more over, something like that. There you go. You can click and drag to select it again. If you do select other stuff, you can hold the Shift key and click on things to deselect. You can see a minus symbol on your mouse when you do hold the Shift key while you're in the select mode. Now what I'll do is I'll select the copy tool. So click the copy tool, select this side, and then drag it over to line it up. And like I said, we have 4 on the back row. There you go. Now I'm going to copy one off to the side here. I'll select it and use the rotate tool. So first thing with the rotate tool is you click on one spot and now you drag it, and I want it to be 90 degrees so we can line up the monitors on the right side of the room, and I'll click again. Now I'll use the move tool to line on the side of the wall. And then I'll copy this 2 more times over here. There we go. I'll rotate this here another 90 degrees. And then I'll select these to mirror it. So find the midpoint. Instead, I selected the mirror option where you can draw your own axis, and now I can actually select the midpoint of the wall. And now it mirrored perfectly. And I can move it up just a bit so it's not actually blocking the door. If you want to be exact, you can click on the edge here and line up with the back wall. Perfect. If we go into our 3D view, we can now view all the desks that we added, and it's starting to look a lot like the Cloning2 computers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.